In the vast expanse between pixels and posts, there's a frequency only the brave can hear. You found it. 89.9. The Void. 2 voices, infinite opinions, zero filter, stories from Reddit, news from the digital frontier. Welcome to The Void.
Alright, fantastic. Alright, what's up, guys? It's your boy Sleep Cactus again. Back at it again.
How's it going?
With Lovely Night, right? Lovely Night or
Yeah,
Nights?
Lovely Nights. How's it going?
It's been a minute. We've all just been working, and Nights got sick. So, we haven't been really been able to stream too much. But, we're back. We got a whole new format. I think it's going to work. So we're going to actually start off by reading some Reddit stories. What Reddit story do you got, my man?
Coming straight from the kitchen of Am I the Asshole? Lovely little subreddit. Am I the asshole for wanting to take my friend to court? Alright, so basically, I recently bought a cheap project car, but life did not go as planned, and I ended up not having a place to keep it. While brainstorming what to do with it, my friend mentioned that they would like the car and would pay me if I was willing to do payment installments. I had known this person for years and trusted them, and so agreed to let them have the car for a certain price that they'd pay me in monthly installments. I would hold on to the title because I still needed to get the updated title transfer from the DMV, and then when I got it and they paid in full, they'd get the paperwork. So instead of a bill of sale, because I still needed to transfer the title, I had ChatGPT write up a loan agreement and had it signed between the two of us that basically stated that I loaned him a certain amount of money used to buy the car on his behalf, and then he'd pay me back in installments. Quick break right there. Using ChatGPT for a legal agreement is wild.
It's also just like immediately I lost all credibility just because you said that. I was like, all right, he seems to be getting like really nitty gritty into like, you know,
a simple like loan agreement isn't even that hard to do, and anyone that you get your signatures on, at least in the state where we live, like,
I think
that's
you just
illegal.
Yeah, you have to get it notarized, right? It can be on a fucking napkin.
No, it can't be on a napkin. It has to state the terms and conditions, and it has to state the amount of money. Everything needs to be clear, essentially, and it needs to have signatures of both parties. Yes. When it comes to handshake deals, which is what this essentially is,
yeah.
Then yeah. Again, I'm not a legal advisor, so I'm probably not 100% of my information. But again, these services are really cheap, and especially if you're doing something like a car, you want to cover all your bases. So right there. ChatGPT, not the right move here, but okay. Mm-hmm. After signing, he then turned in the car and left. It was expected that he was bringing that car to private property that he had previously arranged, and that the vehicle would remain there and not be used. After a month, he owed me the first installment, which he said he needed time to get. I offered him numerous odd jobs in the meantime to compensate for what he owed, but he refused each job offer. 10 days after, and he had still not paid. I asked him at that point what his plan was and if he would pay. He said he would, and so I offered extra time, which he took. Just a few days later, he called me saying that the car had been impounded as he parked it on the municipal parking lot without a license plate on the car.
Oh my God.
That while driving illegally and recklessly on the road, he had damaged the engine of the car somehow and had parked it up in the municipal parking lot where it had been subsequently become inoperable. Oh, God.
Bro, what?
So, I'll be real honest. I would just cut the agreement off after the 10 days.
Dog, after a month. I stop it after a month. Especially
if you're the one who's offering him jobs, and you're the one who's essentially financing the car for him.
100%, dog. Like, he's like, oh, dude, I'm gonna need a little bit more time on that money. He's like, all right, well, here, dude, can you do some chores around the house for me to, you know, so you don't have to pay me back? Nah, I don't really want to do that.
Nah,
all right,
I just need
huge red flag there,
money.
dog. Don't do that. This guy already seems super fucking flaky.
and then he was not supposed to be driving with it. If I remember correctly, that
Yeah, he was gonna
supposed
leave
to
it
be
in
sitting.
for about a month, but he did leave it for a month. Remember? That's why there was such a huge problem. He couldn't pay after a month.
Yeah, and the title's not in his name. How much do you also want to bet that this guy's insurance still has this car?
100%,
Like,
dog.
Yeah.
Even alright.
So-
Also, this guy is also kind of a fucking idiot because it doesn't take that. I mean, yeah. All right, never mind. I just got a new car and it's been forever since I got a title transfer. So, all right, I'll give him some
It's an
leeway on
important
that.
thing, but it's forgettable.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I sold my car that I currently have that I had to fight to get back, I didn't do the title transfer, and that ended up being a lot of problems for me, like getting a private repo to get it back, fighting tickets in court. Like, it was just a lot. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that. Didn't you sell it to some guy and then he got a bunch of tickets while it was still in your name?
So I guess quick tangent. I sold it to my mechanic, real trustworthy guy, and then he sold it to one of his workers that needed a car. I got a receipt, and I gave him the title. And back then I was naive and I thought, oh, that's all that needed to be done. And then to find out that they needed to be transferred, and I was getting tickets in my name, and so I had my mechanic give me the guy's phone number. Turns out the guy was fired for not showing up to work, even though the mechanic gave him the car that he had bought from me. And so I reached out to him. He was an asshole, and it was a lot of
Oh, you don't
tickets.
say. The guy that kind of just seems to take everything that people, every opportunity, and just kind of just spit in everybody's face that helps him out.
So
That's not what I wanted to do.
long story short, we found out where he lived because the tickets were right in front of his friend's house. It's not even his house he was living at. He was crashing at a friend's house. And we figured out where he worked, what time he was there. And then the mechanic was nice enough to help me tow it back. And then the guy tried to contact me for the car back, and I said, well, it's technically my car. You need to pay the tickets or I'm taking you to court. And then, I got him to pay the tickets.
It's fucking sick, dog.
Get your title transfers, folks. Make sure everything is in order. Especially with friendships. My God.
Yeah, you growing up, once you forget how, like, dumb people can be once they become adults, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
You're like, oh, this guy's a pretty cool guy. He's like, yeah, he's cool, but like he's a little too laid back, but he kind of doesn't know anything. And you know,
I've had friendships end over finances, so it sucks.
it happens all the time, dog.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I got mesmerized by you just fucking these guys up. Alright. Since then, the person had said that they do not intend to pay me, regardless of our agreement, that they never bought the car and that the rest is on me, but that they may be willing to compensate me for minor mechanical work. He said that since there was no title transfer, and that I was still getting my new title in my name for the car, so I couldn't have even sold it to him. So maybe this is more about the loan agreement or even damages to the property. Right there. Title transfer. What was I saying? Also, call the cops. Where's your ChatGPT loan agreement? Where is it?
At that point, you'd be like, hey, dog, alright, well then I'm gonna report it stolen. You know?
I mean...
Oh, you're saying
dude,
that shit won't hold, you're saying my ChatGPT won't hold up in court? Alright, then I'll call the cops. Say that someone, got it. I mean, that's being petty as fuck. That's being extremely petty. And I think abusing a government agency. So don't do that. Alright, that was dumb of me to say.
Listen, again, not legal advice, but especially dealing with money, I wouldn't be calling these people. I hope he got it over text. Both instances, because that's legal, by the way. Alright. I've been in contact with the municipality where the car is impounded, and while they are generously working with me, as they see that I am not at fault, there's not much they can do about my situation. The person cooperated with them, gave them the vehicle's only key, and paid for the impound fees already. But I, as the owner, have to be the person to go in person to collect the car. Part of me wants to just work this out privately with him, but I feel like he has messed me over at every point thus far, and so I don't know if I somehow arrange a mediation, go to small claims court and file something, or just somehow let it go and just move on. What do I do? Go to small claims court. That's my advice. This dude will run you through the ringer. I don't think he'll come to a mediation agreement.
Before I make my opinion, what is did he say that he paid for the thing already?
He said that he was willing to offer him compensation for minor mechanical work, which doesn't sound like
no. So the last section, he said he paid for something. He returned the keys. He took it to the place. It's like the last paragraph.
Yes, the person cooperated with them, gave them the vehicle's only key, and paid the impound fees.
Alright, so okay. So already he can pick up the car. So he doesn't have to pay the impound, it sounds like, which is good.
Yeah, which is good because he's not the one that impounded it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they said that they don't intend to pay him. Just sounded like he wrecked the car.
And he said he's willing to pay. He's gonna pay for the car problems, but that is sketchy as fuck. Cause that I guarantee you, he's not gonna fucking be like. He's like, what is it? A couple $100? It's like, no, it's gonna be like $1,000. Like, fuck that, dog. No way.
Yeah, he damaged the engine of the car
in a week, or in a month, dog.
How do you do that? I can't tell you the amount of car issues you and I have had combined, and our car
never gotten that much. That was like a whole engine. That'd be like a whole engine replacement for me.
And not minor mechanical work. Yeah, this guy's gonna run you through the ringer. I say take him to small claims court. It's gonna be a trial, and a tribulation. But I say it's worth it. I mean,
I think it's not worth it, dog. He's got to go to fucking court. I mean, probably they're probably not gonna. I mean, you're gonna just spend so much time and money. I think try to get. I think maybe cut your losses. That's what I would say, because this guy is not gonna go to fucking. He's gonna have to spend months in court trying to fight this, and a guy that's already super flaky. I don't know. I think you're expecting a little too much for him to pay you back if you do anything else.
The highs and the low of it are, the highs are he wins, the dude pays for the complete damages, and gives him the requested agreement, or just covers legal fees, right? The lows of it is that the dude gets arrested, because if you put it in small claims court and you don't show up, I believe you can get arrested.
They can arrest you for $500? I don't think they can do that.
Well, he backed out of a loan agreement that they had in writing. We make fun of the ChatGPT, but he did have it in writing. He then damaged the car, illegally drove it, and then refused to cooperate with the owner of the vehicle. So that's like one or two laws had to be broken there.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's anything I don't know if they'll do anything for that. I mean, it's risky. I personally see the idea of going to court being a very time-consuming and money-consuming process. I mean, if they're going to small claims court, I don't think they need lawyers. It's just going to be a judge or someone. What is small claims court actually? Why don't we look that up before? Because right now I'm just talking straight.
Small claims court is any amount under like 5,000. Yeah, you represent your own. You're your own legal defense, up to 12,500 for individuals in our state. and a lawyer's not usually required, so not a lot of legal fees.
Okay. Just a lot of time.
Just a lot of time.
Yeah, and this guy already seems pretty flaky, so, you know, that might actually be the move. So maybe taking the small claims court. But, you know, this guy also just seems like a fucking jackass. What were the comments saying?
Comments are saying, you learn the hard way to never trust friends involving financial transactions.
Yeah.
You lose both your money and your friends. In short term, you must get that car out of impound. Beg, borrow, or steal the funds and hire a tow truck to get it out and bring it home. If you don't, the fees just keep escalating. Then you need to sue your friend in small claims court, assuming the loan is less than the statutory amount limit, typically $5,000 or $10,000. You can get all the forms and help at the county clerk's office. You will win, and then you can file against his bank and assets, or at least ruin his credit.
Okay, see, that's not too bad. Someone...
And then the OP then responded that the impound waived the daily fees.
For how long? That's not gonna be forever. Also,
it's
like,
not gonna be forever.
Yeah. Because that's another thing. Like, he makes it seem like he's super far away, or he can't get there. I'm assuming he can't get there because he doesn't have a car, which that's a problem. But you know, that's where you get Uber, or you take the fucking bus. But like, if he's like cities away, why the fuck did he give this guy like his car? You know what I mean? Because where's the logic there? Because right? Would you sell a friend a car if they lived like cities away from you?
No,
like,
but
how far away would you sell someone a car for? Like this, where it's still technically in your name.
Like 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah, exactly, right. Even you being like, you and me were literally just 2 hours apart from each other. I think that's way too far for me to sell someone a car.
100%. It sounds like this dude has a car. So basically I recently bought a cheap project car. Like one of those like older cars that he upgrades, right? So I'm assuming he has a car alongside of it. I'm just going to assume. I could be wrong. Another comment. Everyone sucks here. I don't think you have much of a case for the car price or the impound. You might have a case for the damage, and it sounds like he paid the impound fee. Technically, he did not own the car, and what's more is that you both let him drive it away, and then told him he couldn't drive it until he paid in full. You should have been the one driving the car to the location, not him. You shouldn't have given him the keys. In your agreement, it states he will not get the title until he pays all installments in full, so you can't force him to pay for the full car, just the damage. Your mistake here was treating it like an unusable car lease instead of a bill of sale with the loan agreement. Usually, in situations like this, you would transfer the title before giving him the car. That way, if he didn't pay, you'd be able to take him to court for the full price of the car. When you change the title, you should have kept it in his name. Because you didn't give him the title or rights to use the car, except keep it in a mutually agreed location until he pays. He didn't really own the car, especially since he didn't have the title. He paid the impound fee, but you can probably take him to court for the engine damage. You lose any case regarding him buying the car, sorry to say. That being said, the engine damage is something you can definitely take him to court for. Also, don't use ChatGPT for legal paperwork. It doesn't know the laws.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I agree with that person 100%. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, you could take him to court. Yeah. You might win, but that's a toss-up. You know what I mean?
Another one, just real quick. Not the asshole ethically, but you're probably fucked legally. ChatGPT is not legal advice, and there's a pretty minimal chance that it created a legally binding contract. You can certainly try to take him to small claims court, but you'd probably be better off just reclaiming the car and writing off the money as a loss. Yeah.
Yeah, 100% agree. So how do we feel? The asshole, not the assholes? Everyone the asshole here?
I really like the combination of the last two comments. He's not the asshole ethically and morally, I would say. He put up with a lot of shit from this guy, and maybe Lovely Nights a couple years ago would agree that, like, give him another chance, but now don't give him the time of day, right? But also, like, I think your first mistake was going to ChatGPT and making a quote-unquote legally binding contract. Do I think you'll win in small claims court for the price of the car? No. Do I think you'll win for the engine damages? 100%. Because you weren't driving the car. But 100%. You didn't even stick to your agreement, it sounds like. It sounds like you let him take the car, even though you said that he's not going to take the car until he pays in full. Not the asshole, but I'm sorry to say you're going to, just chuck it as a loss. Get him to pay for the engine damages and then cut him out of your life. So, not the asshole, but I guess you learned a lesson.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. I'd say also not the asshole. I wanted to call him a dumbass, but I'm like, from what I'm reading, like this guy is one either super dumb or super young. So I'm assuming this guy is probably like he's probably like a teenager, dog. This is probably like, did he buy it? He said this is like a second car.
It's he bought a cheap project car. In fact, let's see.
Like,
what else
is that like
he...
his daily, or like because he had it, or just like
legal? Oh, he also posted in the r/legal advice subreddit.
Okay.
Yeah, it essentially it's just a copy paste. Yeah, these are the only two posts that he has. I wonder if he provided any additional details. Just a few days later, honestly, I didn't plan for this to happen. Oh, okay. So we get a little more added to it.
Oh, okay. From r/legal advice. Nice.
Yes. At this point, this is an addendum to his other post. At this point, I have little idea how much damage there is to the vehicle that didn't exist when he drove it away over a month ago.
Oh my
I know for
god!
sure that there is significant internal damage, a broken taillight, and at least 2 ruined tires, and that the vehicle will need to
Jesus
be towed.
Christ!
I am sure that this will be at least $700 to $800 price tag for all the work it needs. I have nowhere in writing that he agrees to pay for damages or anything like that. All I have in writing is that the original agreement, and that if he fails to pay in time, has the option to collect the car and demand the full amount. I'm honestly at a loss. I didn't plan for this to happen and didn't believe he would mess me up so badly with the situation. I trusted him, and at every bump in the road, he betrayed me and the trust I put in him. I don't know if I should even bother taking this to small claims court or what to do in this situation. I know he isn't getting out of this free, as the police have already made contact with him and done their part, but I am still at a loss here. Any advice would be greatly appreciated, and thanks. He also gave his location, because I believe in r/legal advice you have to include at least your state if you're in the U.S. It says location, New York, United States.
Okay, damn. So what? I mean, still sounds like a young guy, a project car. I mean, damn, bro, he got so engine damage, a broken tail light, and 2 fucked tires. God damn, bro, $700 if you're lucky, dude. Those tires alone are gonna cost you like $300.
Yeah, there's only one comment thread on it right now, and it's basically just saying, yeah, go get your car and just write that friend off.
Yeah, don't fucking do it. The guy's not trustworthy. It's a flake. He's a flake. He's a bad driver.
Oh, this is hilarious. He talks about his friend, heavy air quotes. He's a young adult, over 18. I know he does have money, but his parents still control his accounts as far as I've been told, and have not been forthcoming.
Okay, over 18? Is he 19? Like
young adult. So I'm assuming at most 21 or 22.
Yeah, like this guy's trying to act like a flex. Oh, you still have mom and dad? Yeah, dude. Around that time, everyone still lives with their mom and dad. You're either in college or you're living with your parents. If you're lucky, you moved out.
I say, yeah, not the asshole, but a dumb decision. Get him to pay for the damages. If you already... Sounds like he took the proper steps to... They contacted the police. He has a written record of what happened. Again, ChatGPT, not the best legal advice. Cut the losses, write him off as a friend. Learn your lesson.
100%.
I'm gonna assume he's around the same age too. If he's
Also, he
calling
doesn't
his
have
friend.
money, dog. I don't know why you're acting like he has money. He just backed out of a deal that if he had money, he would have paid you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Consensus, not the asshole, but stupid decision.
Yeah, just you. That is a life lesson a lot of people will have to learn.
All right.
Just
Should I
you
serve
can't
you up?
trust. That's why people say don't mix family and business together.
Yeah.
Same thing with
All
friends
right.
and family. Because
Should
at
I-
a point you can be cool and you have to be about business. You know what I mean? You can't fuck around.
Yeah, you gotta find that line. That's why, quick little tangent, I met someone playing Magic the Gathering. He wanted to, sell me a part of his house, which was fun and all. But then, when I was going to do it, he backed out and found someone who would pay more, which is fine and all, but it definitely put a, strain, and I don't talk to him as much as I used to. So... there's more of that story, but TLDR. All right.
Yeah,
Would you like another,
when you involve friends with money, shit can get weird and awkward.
all right. Would you like another serving of
Yes.
delicious
Let's see what
drama?
else?
All right. Am I the asshole for lying to get seats at a show? This one's a bit shorter than the other one.
Okay. Did they claim to be disabled? Because I feel like that's an early '90s bit. I pretended to be R-word to be an R-word to get inside the stadium.
That's that. Have you seen the new M. Night Shyamalan movie Trap? I believe
Yes.
you and I watched it.
We did not, but yes, I have seen it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that bit where he lies to the singer's uncle that his daughter has cancer.
Oh
To get
yeah.
up on stage, yeah. An easily provable fact, by the way, but yeah, let's lie. Well, something so
An easy
provable.
provable fact. What? Maybe she just barely started chemo.
Yeah, but there'd be like special shit that you have to carry around, no?
Not if you just started, dog. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm an idiot when it comes to this shit.
Yeah, well, good. Good. You don't know a lot about cancer, dog.
Alright.
It means you have a very good life. All right, what's
Yeah.
next?
Okay. I, 28 female, recently went to a comedy show with my friend Annie, 27 female. We were both super excited and made sure to get there early to get good spots since our tickets only covered the section we were in, not the actual seats. Even though it was a little bit crowded, we managed to get super good seats on the upper balcony towards the middle, almost dead center to the stage. Good seats. At this point, the show wasn't supposed to start for another half hour, and Annie needed to use the bathroom. When she left, I made sure to set hers and my coat in her seat to make sure no one would take it. As I waited for Annie, I was scrolling on my phone when from the corner of my eye, I saw an elderly man squeezing his way towards Annie's open seat, and I realized he was trying to sit down. When he got to me, I put my hands over the pile of coats to assert once again that the seat was taken, but the man only looked at me and said that I needed to move the coat because that was his seat I was taking up. I was super taken aback, and I'm already a little bit shy, so I told him sorry, but the seat was already taken, and she was just in the restroom. He kept insisting that I needed to move the coats, and that he had been there first, despite me knowing we were there before anyone else in the whole row. I only doubled down and refused, telling him that he must be mistaken, we were here first, no one was around us, and no one around us spoke to back me up either. He told me I was being selfish and that I wasn't raised with manners since I wasn't allowing an older man to sit.
Oh,
It was
that's
so
so nice.
embarrassing.
Well, how good of him, dude. Wow, really threw that in.
God, that's some boomer knowledge right there.
It's not knowledge, though. That's such a boomer tactic, though. Oh,
That's what I mean, yeah.
no respect for your elders. Like, what, dog? You didn't even fucking start off with that. And it's like, it's not like there isn't any other seats. And you're like, you need to move that. So it's like, no, dog. It's what are you
Oh,
talking
my
about?
fault.
You came in. You came in rude.
Came in rude. You didn't even ask. You just
Yeah, like
assumed.
really came in entitled as fuck, dog. Like, yeah, just because you're old doesn't give you the right to be, an asshole. Just old people happen to be assholes.
It doesn't sound like there's assigned seating either, so.
Yeah, just like it's open seating. Just get there. Yeah, then it's on him again. That sucks.
Yeah.
And I guess yeah, you could feel like an asshole about that. That is a faux pas. But so far, I'm 100% on this girl's side.
Well, we're almost done. It was so embarrassing, getting scolded like I was a teenager, and so I said back that I was pregnant and that he should have manners, but to kick a pregnant woman from her seat. For context, I am not pregnant.
You're just fat.
At the very least, it stopped him right in his tracks, and he just kind of stared at me before walking away. I felt so victorious in managing to keep our seats, and Annie had finally found her way back. I keep going back and forth of whether or not I should have just given up the seats or not lied at all. Am I the asshole? No. This
No.
is me talking? Absolutely not.
Hell nah, dog. That's hilarious. That's fine.
Hilarious.
Honestly, it's base. That's based as fuck, dog. You
That's
really hit him with
some
like, you're not
shit
gonna let
I
an
would
old
love to
man
do.
sit? Or you're gonna kick a pregnant woman? You gonna kick her out? Fucking touche,
Yeah.
dog. What you got against that? Didn't think about that one, huh? Did you?
I'm two humans. Get away from me. Oh, God. Can you imagine going to anything and then just getting scolded like that? I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be as cordial.
No.
I think she handled it pretty well.
No, she did. She didn't kind of do great. She was like, "Yeah, what do you mean?" I definitely would have been like, "What do you mean you were here first, dude? I was like the first guy here. I didn't see you at all." Like I saw, and I would have pointed at just a random guy. It's like I saw him sit down, dude. That's how early I was.
This reminds me of when we went to that concert and that
You
lady...
can just say the concert. You can just say the concert.
Okay,
dog.
yeah. It reminds me when we went to the Fall Out Boy concert and we had two different sections and that lady sitting next to me wouldn't move even though she wasn't there for like 75 to 80% of the concert.
Well, that's different though, dog. Because in that instance, we had assigned seating.
No, yeah, I'm aware. Just I'm selfish. I don't know. Yeah, not the asshole. Everyone's saying not the asshole.
Yeah, 100%. That's totally fine. It's like, yeah, I guess you feel bad because I guess socially that's wrong because manners dictate that you should have like given up the seat to the older gentleman. But he was also a dick, so fuck that guy.
Yeah.
There's exceptions to every rule. That was that one.
Yeah, not the asshole. He lied to try and create social pressure. You lied right back. Uno reverse, fair play.
Exactly. Perfect way to fucking sum that up.
Yep. Alright. It's nice to have an easy one for a change, you know?
Yep. You got one more?
I got two more for you if you want.
Perfect.
Alright. Am I the asshole for calling a guy selfish for not loaning me his pants?
Okay. Excuse me?
I, 21 female, have been hanging out with this guy, 21 male, for about 2 months. We're definitely not officially boyfriend and girlfriend. My friend told me it would have been relevant to include that. We have not been physical beyond kissing yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He invited me to hang out with him and his brothers. We went by this quiet lake and set up a drinking games table. Small town, LOL.
Mm-hmm.
Me, him, and his three brothers, all a little older than him.
How old is everyone?
She doesn't give ages, but the OP is 21 and female,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy that she's not exclusive with is 21 and male.
Okay.
And his brothers are older
Than him, so they're older than 21. Okay.
Yes.
So they're
and there's
all
three of
either
them.
older. They're all either mid to late 20s or maybe even early 30s.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't drink because I volunteered to be designated driver, but one of the
Nice.
brothers spilled beer all over my pants. Totally an accident, I'm not mad. Okay, that's good to know. I got called in from work to go into the lab for an hour or two. He and his brothers assured me that they would still be playing then, so I could go into work and then swing back and join them later. But I realized I couldn't go with my beer-soaked pants, and it would be very out of the way to go back home. One of the guys' brothers said that the guy I'm seeing should just loan me his pants. That would not have occurred to me to suggest it, but it seemed logical. I offered to go to the car and have one of his brothers bring them to me, modesty and all that, but he refused. His brothers kept pushing him, and he kept saying no, until one of them offered, but by that point, it all felt too awkward. I ended up having to drop $60 on new pants. It was much later than they wanted me to be in. Things in the lab are very dependent on timing, and I was filling in for someone with a family emergency. I hate to be that girl, but I got the ick from him. When he texted me later, I guess he could notice something was off. He kept pestering me, but I told him that he was selfish for not helping me out. He never replied, and I'm perfectly fine with that, but was I out of line for calling him selfish? No. But also, like, okay, it sounded like it wasn't even the pants that he was wearing.
No, it was definitely the pants he was wearing. You know what? And I'll tell you why she is the asshole, because she's so in her own way right now. She's so selfish she can't see what really just happened. Peep game real quick. I'm going to pause this just so you can keep... Because I need to focus on this.
Okay.
So, what definitely happened was that she spilled their beer, and then one of her brothers was like, yo, I'm like, if he really cared about you, he'd lend you his pants. Knowing full well that would mean he has to be in his underwear the rest of the day. Which is fucking genius, dog. It fucking worked, because now she doesn't like him. Damn, his brother is a mastermind, bro. That's so smart. That's 100% what happened, dude. They were just like, if he loved you, he would, you know what I mean? Yeah, he'd be out here in his underwear.
Also, $60 for new pants. Where the fuck did you get pants? Why didn't you get them at Walmart for $20?
Yeah. Also, like, I don't know. We don't know what these people look like, but I guarantee you this: that motherfucker's pants were probably definitely big on her. They were probably gonna be huge, dog.
And it doesn't even make sense. So-called lab, and like, also the lab. Like, you're all someone... Oh, God, I want to know where she works.
Like, alright, she's obviously 21, right? So this is definitely a young person thing. But because, you know, if someone who would have worked was like, yeah, well, guess what? You called me on my day off. I was getting fucking drunk. That definitely would have been, like, a good way to get out. Because then they would have like, you have beer on you? Have you been drinking? It's like, yeah, well, it's my day off. I didn't think. Or you could even be like, oh, no, I didn't drink. It's just, you know... Beer got spilled. Spilled on me. I was at a party.
So there's a comment thread.
Okay, let's see it.
So you're the asshole. You wanted him to go give you his pants, and then what? Sit around at a lake in public, seriously, without pants on? You say this wouldn't have even occurred to you, but then you flip around completely and says it gives you the ick because he wouldn't do it. And by the way, you didn't have to spend $60 on new pants. You chose to. You could have gone home and changed. And then OP says, I did not have time to go home, and there was no one else at this lake. And then the commenter replies, info please, was your house further away from you than wherever you bought the pants? If you had just gone home to change instead of staying to argue, would you have gotten to work more quickly, or would you have been even later? She says, even later. So, it just sounds like... And she says that, yeah, I would give him my pants if he asked.
Again, what do these people look like, dog? Because no girl I've ever dated, if she offered me her pants, I would have been like, yeah. Not like on, like, just because I wouldn't fit. I'm way too big. Like, are they that close in size? Lovely Nights. I mean, come on.
They're gonna be
huge, like, right?
No matter what size if like she gives him his, or she gives him hers and he gives him his, they're gonna be sized differently. It's gonna be uncomfortable for everyone.
Yeah, and you were only gonna go in for an hour, so you go in with beer on your lap for an hour. All right, you smell like beer for an hour. It's fine. Get over it.
Febreze it up real quick.
Yeah.
You're telling me you don't have Febreze in the car?
Yeah, and then you were gonna go home and get changed afterwards. Who cares? Get over it.
Also, not to be sexist. I'm going to be sexist. Don't women have
Not
like,
to be sexist, but I will be sexist.
Isn't
Got
it
it.
very
Honestly, bro,
stereotypical?
I'm so glad you said that. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're sexist as fuck. No, I'm kidding.
No, but like, don't women have like fragrances in their car and shit
Oh.
to like get?
Oh, got you. Okay, that's what you meant. Like, okay. That
Yeah,
is true.
that's what
In every girl's car I've been, there's at least been one perfume
like
bottle
body
somewhere.
spray from Bath and Body Works or some shit.
Yeah.
And they smell good. This isn't me. Like, there are things you could have done, and again, you didn't have to drop $60 on new pants. You could have just told them the truth. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I was playing DD for this guy I'm seeing and his friends, and one of them spilled a beer when you called me, and I didn't have anything else. But I'm only
Exactly.
here for an hour, so it shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah, and if it is going to be a problem, then guess what? You go home already. Good job. Now you go back, get changed, and now the problem's solved. 100% the asshole, dog.
Yeah,
Just because she can't see
the
the bro, damn, his brother really fucking got him good, dog. He fucked up that whole relationship. He was like, dude, we didn't even. I fucking liked her, dog, and now.
Dog. 0 upvotes, 265 comments.
Ooh, not good. No one likes her.
Yeah. Lamau, I read this as if he had an extra pair of pants. That's how crazy this is. I hope people in here upvote it because this is a hilarious You're the Asshole. How spoiled were you growing up? My goodness.
I mean, it's not even that, dog. It's just like it was an obvious joke that his brother fucking threw at her to just, stir the pot. Because his brother's probably a shit stirrer. And she couldn't see it, dog. She was like, oh yeah, that's honestly true. That's a really good idea. So, Matthew, are you gonna give me your pants then?
Yeah, even she said in the comment he did not have other pants.
Of course not.
So, like...
Who the fuck carries other... I mean, if you're going to, like... Oh, we're going to go swimming. You know what I mean? In that case, you go, yeah, just take my pants. I'll just keep my shorts on.
I found the comment for you. You're the asshole. Sorry, you're the red flag here. You want him to run around without pants because you don't want to say hold on to work and get your own pants? He should give up his modesty in what could be a public setting so you can avoid a mild inconvenience that you accepted. Why? You could say no to work, or you could tell them, so sorry, I wasn't expecting a call. I am out and need time to go home to get changed into something more work appropriate. Instead, you made the decision to demand another person's clothes. That's an unprecedented level of high maintenance. What's next? Sell his kidney when you want to get your nails done? Spill was an accident.
All right. And so relax, dog. It's not that deep, bro. Like
it's not that deep, but the first part's hilarious.
He also did have a good point. It's like, oh, you could have just said, yo, I didn't expect to get called. I'm actually not out right now, and I'm currently like underdressed. I gotta go get
I think
changed.
the first part's great.
Yeah,
I think the first part is...
But he really gets super he gets on his high horse hard, dog.
Yeah.
He goes real fucking in so quick.
Oh, I clicked on the person's that commenters Reddit it.
I hope you're screen capping this, dog. I hope you have OBS on.
Oh, I could do that right now. I didn't even fucking think about that.
There we go. That's what we'll do in the future. Oh, she caught it. Fuck. Ah!
Okay, hold up. I have to screen record this. Shit.
Is he on r/incels, dog? Don't tell me.
No,
don't tell me that.
But he or she plays something called Project Makeover, and that's all that they are. It's all that they do. It's this, and then comments on You're the Asshole.
It's Project Makeover and Are You the Asshole? Okay.
Yes.
I feel like I've heard of Project Makeover, but That's also
don't-
such a vague enough name that it could just be like one of those Flash games you played as a kid. I don't remember.
Yeah. Oh, and Dead by Daylight and
What's a gamer? This is probably a dude.
yeah. Dead
In
by
which case...
Daylight.
Oh,
plays...
where the fuck did she come from? Ah!
Saying this as a woman. Okay, so this is a woman.
No, dog, it's the internet.
You think so?
Don't just assume because they said I'm a woman, they are a woman. It could definitely just be a dude.
Alright, we're not going to deep dive into rutabaga normal 1920.
Okay, that's true. Alright, but definitely gave off some incel vibes.
100%. Reeling it back in, you're the asshole.
Yeah, asshole, oh, actually, the actual asshole is the brother who suggested to the pants.
The actual asshole, the person having the family emergency. Let's be real. How could you inconvenience her on her day off like that?
100%,
No, but-
dog. I do. Let's be honest, dog. We all feel like that on our days off. Like you get super, especially for me, because usually on my days off I get super high. So it's like you call me in and now I'm baked out of my mind. So like, I mean, I guess I'll sober by the time I get there, but I'm gonna be paranoid and paranoid as fuck the entire time.
It's just like, yeah, and I make plans for my day off. Like they're, and it rarely happens, but sometimes I do get called out, and I don't like doing it.
100%.
And I just say no. What I mean,
I say no too, but I always have to find an excuse because if for some reason I feel bad.
well, again, something I got over quickly is feeling bad when it comes to work because they're not obligated legally to know anything. I just go, no, I can't. And then if they say anything else, just say, sorry, I can't.
I usually say I'm like I'm a
it's
town or
super
two over, dog. That's usually what I say.
That's fair.
They're like, oh, dude,
Alright.
I'd love to, but I'm already like an hour out, so I can't. Okay, they're jumping me. They're jumping me. Ow!
Alright, I got one more for you.
Alright. Oh, shit,
yeah.
fuck! Okay, hold on.
Yeah, you do that.
Bitch.
Oh. Bob and weave, bob and weave.
I need space. I need space.
Get away!
Bitch! There we go.
Still
Alright,
21, folks.
good. Alright, we're good. We're only one death so far. We're sick. We're good.
Alright.
We're chilling.
Am I the asshole for snapping at my mom about her passive-aggressive comments?
Yes. Immediately, yes.
Immediately, yes.
We're
Don't have to read.
we're so sexist. We love our moms.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a sleeper hit for me.
Oh, God. Okay. I, 29 female, in my fight... I'm sorry.
Okay, hold on.
29
Maybe not, because girls can talk like that to their moms. So the way my sister be talking to my mom is crazy. It's borderline sacrilege,
crazy.
dog. It's crazy
I mean-
the attitude they get with each other.
I mean, I've had some friends that I've been at houses, and the way they talk to their moms and dads surprises me.
Dog, nothing's worse than seeing your friend getting fucking touched up by their parents. They didn't do their chores, and now you have to hear them eating their ass beat and pretend like you
Yeah.
didn't just hear it.
And you're just sitting there.
You're like,
Is
hey,
this
man.
the final boss?
No, this is the second boss.
Oh, yeah, it's been forever since I played Sifu.
Okay. Anyways.
Yeah. I, 29 female, and my fiance, 31 male, just got engaged. About 8 months ago, I went no contact with my extended family on my mom's side. It was a big decision, and it's one I've been thinking about my whole teen/adult life. I won't go into detail about the why, but it was hard because I have two aunts and my grandparents that I would still like to be in contact with, but because of family dynamics, it was easier just to walk away from everyone. I kind of want to know, but, whatever.
Yeah, but that's personal,
Yeah.
dog. That's shit we don't need to know about.
Yeah,
Now she's gonna
but,
explain 10 years of fucking, perceived lights.
Yeah, I mean, I cut off contact with a large portion of my family, so I get it. I am still very close to my parents, who were not only very understanding of me cutting contact, but were very supportive of the choice. Both my mom and my dad have been great through all of this, though my mom has given me a few passive-aggressive comments once or twice, mostly after being pressured by other family to do so. Fast forward to today, my fiancé and I are starting to plan for our wedding. My fiancé knows how hard it will be for me to not have my family there, even after everything, but assures me his family won't think anything of it, and honestly, his family has been just wonderful from the start, and so amazing. My problem comes in with my mom, who is semi-on board with me not inviting my family, but continues to make passive-aggressive comments about me not inviting them. Here's where I might be the asshole. I finally got so frustrated by the comments that I sort of snapped at her and said, I understand that you're willing to put up with their behavior, but I'm not willing to make myself miserable on my wedding day for you to be comfortable. That's not that bad. But, okay. I know it was kind of harsh, but after months of hearing about how your grandparents miss you, or your aunt, Jane Doe, didn't do anything wrong, so why punish her? I was tired of voicing my opinion and feeling unheard. My mom acted a little hurt, but didn't really respond. After that, neither of us brought up the conversation again, but I left feeling like I was somehow in the wrong, even after months of stating clear boundaries. Just to reiterate that there would be no way for me to stay in contact with the people I would like to without inviting the other people back into my life. So am I the asshole? No?
No. I mean, that's the hard part about being when it comes to family drama like that. Because, you know, it's one of those things where, like, how do I see this? Because people are family, people give people a lot of opportunities. Not only that, like, you always, when you're the odd man out, you kind of always want to mend the bridge, because again, at the end of the day, you guys are family.
I just, yeah, this is something you learn growing up, that you don't jive with a lot of your family like you did with you when you were younger. And it was definitely something I learned on actually my mom's side of the family. And it's just something, and if it's the way that she stated it, and the whole, I understand that you're willing to put up with their behavior, but I'm not willing to make myself miserable on my wedding day for you to be comfortable. I think that was put excellently. I think she stated a boundary. I think she, like, drew a line in the sand. And it's true. This is a day for her to feel special. And if inviting them into her life again means inviting everyone else back in, then that's a loss that she's just going to have to take. And she's aware of it. And very mature.
Fuck, no! God damn it. I panicked. I
You did.
right. No, but I meant to hit the spare button, but I panicked and I hit the kill button.
So, 1 second. Take the conversation.
Yeah. I mean, I personally believe, and I definitely see where Lovely Nancy's coming from. Yeah, I mean, I would say not the asshole.
Oh, not the asshole, definitely. As someone who would like to get married eventually, right? I'm definitely not inviting certain people of my family who I'm sure my mom would want to have over, but like, that's just not going to happen. So I get it.
100%. Yeah, I agree with you. I think you surmised it perfectly. You stated clear boundaries. You keep overstepping them. They're going to continue to do that. Yeah, and it's up to, it is your wedding, so if you don't want to invite them, you don't have to invite them.
Alright, we could leave it off on that one, or I have one that I think you'll find really funny.
Okay.
Alright. Am I the asshole for not wanting our friend to ever come back to our house after he ate literally everything we owned?
Oh my god. Alright, before we continue on, do we think this is a weed story? Or is this a fat guy story?
I think it's both. I think, having peeked into it, because I did peek into these stories, I didn't read the entire thing, it seems like it just majorly is a fat guy story, but it could be weed. We don't know.
Okay. Alright. I want to give this guy the benefit of the... Go on.
No, just off the title alone, not the asshole.
Yeah, 100%.
Make him pay for your food.
Yeah, I've been the guy who's eating everything, and I felt like the asshole when I did it.
Oh my god. I remember one time when you and I smoked weed, I got so high, I believe I had you order over $100 of Jack in the Box.
No, it was Wingstop, dog. We had a lot. There
was a lot of times. We've all been there.
Yeah, that's what they don't tell you about. No, they do. They tell you that all the time. They should definitely warn you about weed when you are broke. It's like, dog, the problem is about weed is that you'll go broke not because weed is expensive, it's because food is expensive, and you'll want more food.
That's why you get snacked up on popcorn and shit that you like, but the cheap version. Go to the dollar store, go to Aldi.
Yeah, that's when you start buying Pepsi Cola.
Yeah, that's where you buy a Dr. Coke or the off-brand of that shit.
I think it's Dr. Kirk or something. Dr. Spice.
Dr.
We know what I'm talking about.
Off-brand Coke.
Yeah, off-brand Coke.
Off-brand Dr. Pepper. Like, get real into off-brand snacks. I used to love Takis. They give me a heartache, a stomach ache now. But the Trader Joe's versions, cheaper, and I like them better. So.
Yeah, they're just tortilla chips.
Yeah, dog.
Which is what Takis are. Takis are just tortilla chips that are have been just deep fried essentially, and then just coated in that fucking awesome dust that Mexicans fiend for.
Fucking fiend for it. Alright. Let's jump right in. My husband and I live abroad. Earlier this year, a mutual acquaintance, let's call him K,
can I just say before we continue, I don't like that a lot of people aren't putting their ages.
Yeah. But also, like, I'm gonna assume, I think the default age, I assume these posters are anywhere from 25 to 30.
That's about right. Alright, cool. Continue.
Okay.
So we live abroad.
Earlier this year, a mutual acquaintance, let's call him K, reached out saying he had been scammed with an apartment rental and had nowhere to stay. At first we only offered a weekend, but he was polite, helped around the house, and seemed grateful, so we ended up letting him stay the full 20 days he asked for. That's insanely nice, and it sounds like he's a functional part of the household for what you're giving him, so cool right there. During that time, some things rubbed us the wrong way. He never bought groceries, and multiple times he pretended he was going to pay, but forgot his wallet, or claimed he could only use Apple Pay, not accepted at our local supermarket. He'd eat way more than his share. Once my husband and I shared half a pizza, and he ate the other pizza and a half without contributing. Still, we felt bad for him, so we let it go. My man ate a pizza and a half. That's fucking insane.
That is so crazy, dog. Like, I remember when we would get pizzas, I would be like, the fucking thing is everyone gets half the pizza. Everyone gets an equal share. They're cut equally for that reason.
And you always gotta make sure. I mean, having the last slice feels good and all, but if it's not yours, because
you're living on their couch rent free, dog. You don't eat the last slice of pizza. Am I crazy? I think that's an unwritten rule.
They paid for two pizzas and they got half of a pizza. That's just not financially sound.
Yeah, two people got half of a pizza and one fat. You're right, dude. It does sound like a fat guy story.
Yeah, it's a fat guy story. Also, only use Apple Pay, but yet he doesn't have money. Fucking Zelle them.
100%.
Zelle them, Cash App them. There's multiple forms of payment these days. Alright. We stayed friendly, and a few months later, we were planning a 17-day trip. Since he was struggling with rent, we offered him to stay at our place in exchange for taking care of our dog. I even wrote a Google Doc with instructions for the house, dog care, gym access, etc. I told him he could eat anything that was going to expire. Fruits, veggies, yogurt, etc. When we came back, everything was gone. And I mean everything.
And he didn't fucking restock anything, huh?
The entire fridge, freezer, pantry. He finished 2 jars of jam, a jar of peanut butter, a giant Costco bottle of olive oil, condiments, rice, snacks, cheese, even my husband's supplements, creatine, protein, collagen.
What?
He completely destroyed a ceramic pan. He consumed things that usually last us 6 months in just 2 weeks. I honestly suspect he might have taken stuff with him because it's insane how much was missing. I sometimes watch a friend's house for their 2 dogs, and even I feel bad and replace shit from time to time, even though they say not to. And I don't empty their pantry. That's insane.
That's so wild,
and I'm a bigger
dog.
guy myself.
Like, and
That's insane.
the crazy thing is too, right? Is like 17 days, dog. That's over 2 weeks. That's more than enough time for him to be like, oh, we're running low on shit. I should go to the grocery store. You know what I mean?
And again, he didn't even have to buy the shit. Like, it would have been more than enough, it sounds like, more than he was doing, to get the cheaper shit, because he's broke. Then it shows that he at least thought about this. It would have still been frustrating. It's like, oh, and especially olive oil. I believe some.
What are you doing with olive oil, dog? He's cooking.
Can be. What are you doing with his supplements?
That's
dude?
exactly what I'm thinking, dog. It just has to be like straight up like this guy is so either high as fuck and lazy or just super fat that he has to stuff his face. Because what are you doing with supplements? What are you adding to like give it flavor? You know? Are you just eating that shit raw? What happened?
I don't know, man. Also, if you're snacking on that shit, you need to go see a doctor, because I believe you can't OD on that shit, but it's definitely not good for you to take that much.
I'm assuming these supplements are just like powder, right? Am I crazy? What would...
It was creatine, protein, collagen. Maybe the creatine and the protein may be powder, but collagen, I believe you can just take in a pill, and that.
So this guy is using these 3 powders for what, dog? What is he doing? Is he going to the gym? That is crazy as fuck, dog. Like, you using this man's fucking protein powder?
More. Also, the fruits and veggies were going to expire. They said eat as much fruits and veggies as you want. Sounds like this dude could use the fruits and veggies.
100%, dog. That's just...
That's
so wild, dog. That's so crazy.
A giant Costco bottle of olive oil. Hold on. Costco.
Those are huge, bro. They're jugs.
I want to see how big this is. No. Give me giants. Oh yeah, 2 liters.
Oh my god!
If that's what he, yeah, it's 2 liters.
That's huge.
And it's $25.
How much?
Yeah.
Are you fucking bathing shit in olive oil? What are you doing? Like, again, dog, this kind of makes me think this guy has to be like a pothead, but I feel like if he was a pothead, like that would have came up.
And
you know what I mean?
I feel like at some point he would think and be like, "Oh, maybe I should at least try and replace the stuff."
100%, dog. That's crazy.
God. Okay, we have one more paragraph. I didn't confront him except to ask him to replace the pan, which he mocked me about. It's just a pan. Why are you making it a big deal?
What?
I felt deeply disrespected. Now he keeps texting me, acting like nothing happened, and wants to hang out. I told my husband I don't want him in our home ever again. My husband says I'm being too harsh, and if he wants to stay friends, that's his choice. But I feel completely taken advantage of and disrespected.
100%.
So am I the asshole for not wanting to see this guy ever again and refusing him to let him come back to our house? No. Not at all. Also, red flag husband, or at least, like, make it real clear that, like, you feel this way. Also, how's a dude not mad? He ate all of your supplements in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're like, what? How are you? This guy is like so nonchalant. He's just letting his homie eat him out of house and home.
Literally. If the house was edible, I'm sure the house would be gone.
Yeah, not the asshole. I mean, I understand why the husband might be like, I don't give a fuck. But 100%, you should feel disrespected. He disrespected you to your fucking face. He's like, what do you mean? Why you gotta give you a different fucking pan? It's like, dog, you fucking 100%. Ate all of our food and didn't replace it, dumbass. You're gonna fucking pay for something. Alright, just be grateful it's not like $1,500 of fucking groceries.
Oh, God. Yeah, a bunch of people are saying not the asshole, but I'm sure he took it back to wherever he lives now and didn't eat all of it. Also changed the locks. That's a repeated thing I'm hearing.
I mean, he's just not living there anymore, so it's fine. But yeah, just be like, I understand, like, yeah, don't let him back. Yeah, dude, he fucking disrespected you at your house.
Not the asshole. Change the locks. He gets wind from your husband. You have an overnight stay elsewhere. He will be restocking again. I'm 100% sure he made a duplicate key. Tell husband to put on his big boy pants and smell the coffee. Mooch boy does not come in the door anymore. He can stay friends, but hubby goes to his place. Time for cameras and door camera. Yeah, 100%. Be friends with him off my premises.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm afraid he'll eat the door. I'm afraid if I invite him and don't let him in time, he'll eat my doorknob. Because, also, if I ever see him again, I'm going to be like, I won't stick my hand out. I'll be like, oh, well, I'm afraid you'll eat it.
Yeah, dude, that's when you start side-eyeing people for shit. That's why the human expression is so vast. Because we need to be able to be like, God. You're an asshole, dog, and I don't have enough to be, like, openly hostile to you, but I don't like you, and I need to let you know. Someone gives you that fucking side-eye. That's an excellent
point. Real quick, someone brought up that they need to check around the house for missing things like checkbooks, IDs, debit, credit cards.
People think it's like that?
Rarely use and don't keep on them. Keep an eye on their mail. He might have applied for things in their name and would swoop the mail for it from their mailbox before they get to it. Keep an eye on their credit reports for new credit accounts and new addresses. They need to assume he's gone through every drawer, cabinet, and closet with a fine-toothed comb. Also, keep on their toes. If he were going to try something along these lines, he'd wait a few months to increase his plausible deniability. That's insane, but also agreed.
I feel like it's a bit too much, but, you know, better be safe than sorry, I guess.
Yeah. Like, what's to stop him from... Also, how the fuck did he fuck up a pan? That's how I want to know.
Well, dude, he was fucking using that powder for shit, dog. I guarantee he was, like, trying to make, like, probably fried chicken or something, and use protein powder as the breading.
Yeah, unless he was running a mukbang, there's no way he could eat that much. Yep.
I don't know, dude. How fat is this guy?
Right? I kind of want to...
Or, you know, he could have just invited people over.
Yeah, that's also, like...
Because 17 days. Right. 17 days is a long... That's over 2 weeks, dog. Yeah, straight up not the asshole. It's understandable if you don't want to talk to this guy again. I understand why hubby might not...
I'm reading this person's her replies, and I want to see... Don't get me started. I feel extremely guilty for leaving my puppy with this good-for-nothing. Luckily, she's totally fine. Shows no signs anything bad happened. Yeah, make sure he didn't try to eat the puppy.
Yeah. What? Like, why was that? Like, the guy is just probably fat and eats a lot, alright?
Yeah, there's no... He works 10 to 12 hours a day. Oh, wait, hold on. Is this about the hubby? Is this about the husband? I think she's saying that, the husband is shy.
Oh, it's not
So it's hard for
confrontational.
him to make friends. Yeah.
I mean, true, Doug. I mean, that might be it. Might be a good reason, but still, at the end of the day, this guy, it's not a problem if you don't want him back in your home. I don't
That's
think anybody.
it.
I think anybody's gonna be like, no.
I'm gonna. So, thank you for listening to the Reddit stories. I think a lot of these people need to stop trusting other people. If you don't mind, I don't want to play Seafood. I'm gonna play something else though.
Okay.
And just like that, you've survived another transmission from 89.9, The Void. The broadcast is over. The signal remains. End transmission.